What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and some new information has come out about what 6ix9ine is doing while being locked up. But before we get into that, be sure to follow me on my Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. A link is in the description below. TMZ has released some new information basically saying that 6ix9ine has snitched on a few people that were related to the Chief Keef shooting that was set out in June. So let's go over the article on TMZ and then we'll talk about it after. 3 known associates of Tekashi 6ix9ine just got slapped with federal indictments, and the law enforcement sources tell TMZ Tekashi dropped the dime on one of them for the Chief Keef shooting. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Kenita, Anthony, and Denard have all been indicted in connection with crimes related to 6ix9ine. More specifically, we're told Mackenzie, aka Kuda B, was indicted right after Tekashi spoke with investigators and pinned him as the trigger man at the Keef shooting last June in Times Square. So if you guys remember, Chief Keef was out in New York Times Square, got out of a building, some bullets went flying his way. Fortunately, he never got hit. So they're connecting Kuda B to that shooting. Mackenzie was allegedly paid $10,000 to shoot Chief Keef, according to our law enforcement sources. Remember, Tekashi and Keef had been beefing leading up to the shooting, as we first reported. 2 men, including a known Tekashi associate, tracked down Keef in New York City and opened fire, but missed. We're told authorities have not apprehended Mackenzie. Ellison is already in custody for allegedly kidnapping and assaulting Tekashi. Now, mind you, Ellison is someone back in, I believe it was May, who had a role allegedly in 6ix9ine getting kidnapped, and then 6ix9ine had to jump out the car. He got his jewelry stolen, all that stuff. He apparently had a role in that. Continuing, the article says, and Butler was busted by the ATF on Wednesday. Ellison and Butler are expected to appear in court later this afternoon. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York declined to comment on Tekashi's cooperation. We've reached out to Tekashi's lawyer. So far, no word back. As we previously reported, the feds have been looking into whether Tekashi ordered the hit after he appeared to dime himself out on the video. He's been behind bars since November when he was busted on racketeering charges. That's it for that article. Now I want to talk about why there is no issue with 6ix9ine snitching on all the people that got taken down with him. Here's why there's no issue, and this is going to be very controversial. I don't care what people think. This is my opinion on it. Now, let's just say you and me are best friends. We do something wrong. We get locked up. The feds are telling me, hey, I'm going to get 10 years unless I snitch on you. If we're really close and best friends, if I do snitch on you, then yes, I'm a snitch. I should be punished for that. Everything, every bad thing should happen to me once I get out, because that's a sucker move to snitch on your friend and leave him in a bad situation and have the feds basically attack him and get yourself out of the situation if you're best friends with the person. Now, if this is a business associate or someone who did you wrong, mind you, Ellison and these other people had a part in getting 6ix9ine robbed and assaulted. So 6ix9ine isn't cool with these people. They're not friends anymore. They were friends at once. These people turned on 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine stopped fucking with them. Now they got locked up, and 6ix9ine said, I'm in a shitty situation. I'm going to snitch on you because you're not friends with me anymore. I don't give a fuck. You tried to rob me. You tried to assault me. There is nothing wrong with that. Anyone who says there's something wrong with that is living by a code that is ridiculous, because snitching on someone who has no affiliation with you, who's the enemy essentially, doesn't matter. I mean, if you're locked up in a situation, right, and you're looking at facing life, and someone you hate is locked up with you, who you're not friends with anymore, you weren't even that close with, and ended up assaulting and robbing you and threatening your family, of course you would snitch on them. Now there's going to be people in the comments on this video saying, oh, you don't know the street codes, snitches get stitches, all this other shit. But when it's an enemy, man, I don't think those rules apply. A lot of people that I've spoken to in my life that have done a lot of street shit said, hey, if it's someone else that has nothing to do with me and these people are my enemy, I'm going to snitch in court. Now, granted, everyone lives by different rules. I'm not saying this applies to everyone. This is simply my opinion. If this was my best friend, I would not snitch on him if I was in a situation with him where we did a crime. That would be fucked up, to snitch on someone that's your best friend to try to get yourself out of the situation. But if it's an enemy, man, I could care less what happens to him. If he gets life, I'm trying to get out of this. And that's what I essentially see 6ix9ine doing is snitching on everybody because, mind you, before he got locked up, a lot of people forget this, Shotty was stealing money from him. A lot of stuff was going on behind the scenes that 6ix9ine went on Breakfast Club and explained. They were not cool anymore. So 6ix9ine has no affiliation with these people anymore. Yes, they might have helped him. They might have put him on. They might have gave him some street credibility. But at this point, he's like, these people tried to rob me of my money. They tried to not only try to kidnap me, take all my chains, all that stuff, threaten my family. It doesn't matter at this point. I think in his point of view, he's like, these people are my enemy. I'm in a bad situation. Let me try and get out of this by telling the feds what they want to hear. I think we tend to forget that 6ix9ine is no longer cool with all these people he's locked up with, and all these people did him wrong before he got locked up. This is no longer buddy-buddy. We're friends. We're all locked up. Now, granted, if he was friends with Shotty still, he was still repping Treyway. They all got locked up and he turned on all of them. Then I can see why people would be upset and would call him a snitch. Meek Mill ended up quoting XXL that posted 6ix9ine will reportedly testify against one of the associates in the attempted Chief Keef shooting case. He quoted it saying, "That's a shame. When I came home, everybody was like, he got some real dudes backing him. I was like, how? Y'all better stop running behind rappers, acting like y'all ready to throw y'all lives away over some stupid shit. I seen this coming a while ago." Like I said, it seems like everybody forgot that 6ix9ine had issues with these people before he got locked up. I feel like it just happened. It happened at a time where it was so quick that we all tend to forget. Even I forgot. When I heard these news that 6ix9ine is snitching, I was like, you know, that's kind of messed up. But then I remembered, hey, this happened to him. He got robbed. This happened to him here. His family got threatened. His money got stolen. All these things, and that's all related to Shotty and Treyway and everyone affiliated with Treyway. But yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please keep it civil, man. This is just an opinion. This is just conversation. If you feel like you have a different view on this, leave your comments below. I will read them. I will try to respond to as much as I can. Like I said, it's all about perspective, so keep it in perspective. If you were in that situation and there were people that did you dirty, that are in the same situation as you, and you could potentially get out of it by putting them in a worse situation, then I would do what I would have to do. But like I said, it's all about perspective. So leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse-mentality. For just $1 a month or more, you can help support this channel further. A link is in the description below. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news and much more. So definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.